The man who represents the people of Ashaiman is Ernest Henry Nogbe. Honorable Member of Parliament for Ashaiman, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good evening to your listeners.
So you played the double role of being the representative of Ashaiman folks, but also a member of the committee that went there today. Which of the hats did you play at what time? And what do you make of today's engagement?
Well, thank you very much. I think I played a dual role as the member of the committee as well as a representative of the people. First of all, the committee decided to meet the people of Ashaiman today, especially the two factions, that is the people who suffered the brutalities and then the molestation, and again also the bereaved families of the trooper Imoro. So when the committee arrived, we had to move to the family first, commiserate with them. The defense and the defense minister was there himself, my chairman, Honorable Kennedy Ejepong was there, the ranking, and then other members of the committee were also present. So we commiserated with the bereaved family. We spoke to them, and then we assured them that the government was with them, the committee was with them, and then whatever the chairman and then the committee will have to do, we did it, and then we left that place for where the molestation and then the brutalities occurred. Over there as well, we spoke. Chairman spoke, the ranking member also spoke, and they were all talking about how we can resolve the issues amicably, and if there's any compensation, we have to administer to the people. The defense minister himself was also on his feet. He also spoke, and by and large, the presence of the committee and that of the defense minister has played a major role in bringing some sort of sanity into the community. And so I'm very much happy about what happened today, what transpired today. Just unfortunately, one of the victims of the torture died and has since been buried. As a Muslim, has since been buried, and that was a shocking news to almost the residents of the area. So that's the situation.
So this death occurred today?
The death occurred not today. I think it's about a day or two ago, but has since been buried because he is a Muslim.
I see. Now, would you say, as a representative of the people, not a member of the committee, that the action taken so far is satisfactory to the people? The actions taken against the soldiers who invaded the community, if there were any actions at all, were satisfactory to community members and family members of the deceased and other injured persons?
The action taken by the police so far, talking about the arrest of the perpetrators of the Imoro's issue, the killers of Imoro, has been so much satisfactory to the whole community, the family of the deceased, and everybody. However, there has not been any action taken against the perpetrators of the torture molestation yet. And so we are still watching, and we are still working closely with the military, with the ministry, to make sure that justice is served the people. Because, as I said earlier, the 184 people who were arrested, none of them, not even a single one of them, was found culpable about the crime. And so we in Ashaiman do not see the need for that arrest or that invasion. But be it as it may, it has happened. And so since they have also admitted that there were excesses about the invasion, meaning that people have conducted themselves ultra-virus, so therefore there should be some sort of punishment. Today when we went, the convener for Ashaiman Lives Matters also presented to us documentation and other things for us to peruse and also make our recommendations. So the committee will sit on this matter and prefer some recommendations to that effect.
You went there with the Minister for Defense. He's the man who leads our Ghanaian soldiers. We've not heard specifically what they are planning to do internally. We've seen the statement by the armed forces that came up last week. We've seen the police statement, which does not say in any way that there's any collaboration whatsoever with the armed forces. Do you get the sense and having traveled with the Minister for Defense and listening to him, that he has really dealt with the issue of the soldiers who invaded the town in the best way possible. Perhaps the armed forces itself taking an action that you would say is satisfactory to your community members and so on?
First of all, it is a fact that there was no collaboration between the police and the military in this matter. The military did their own thing, their invasion, anyhow, any means that they did it, it was left to them entirely, after which the police came on the ground. Even before they would invade the whole Ashaiman community, the police were on the ground trying to investigate to arrest the perpetrators, which I commend them of. They have done so well, so much that they were able to arrest all the 6 suspects, the perpetrators of this heinous crime. The IGP himself was on the ground midnight, as at 2 a.m. He was on the ground making sure that he effects the arrest of the people. So there has never been any collaboration. Again, I don't think that since the military high command, their statement saying that they sanctioned the invasion and the raid, is becoming so much difficult. Should I say they are becoming lackadaisical in attempting to bring the perpetrators to book or to effect any sort of punishment or inquiry into the act. And that is why, as the people's representative, I'm calling for bipartisan probe into the matter. It could either be the Defense of Interior Committee who will probe into it, or bipartisan committee formed in Parliament to also probe the matter. And however, we still have the notion of petitioning strikes also on the table, because if we have to leave it entirely for the military, I don't see the end being any fruitful venture that we are going to undertake. And so we have to find a way of independent body to look into the matter.
You've gone there and you're back. Are you going to report to the House, or what exactly is going to happen next? And
yeah, the committee will have to sit on this matter. As my chairman has admitted, we are going to sit as early as possible. I think he mentioned Tuesday, and then look at the document presented to us, look at the video evidence, and also profess our recommendation. So when that is done, then we can report back to the House.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, sir.